Final question of the evening, and then we will move to closing statements. What do you view as the key to retaining talented young professionals and recent graduates in Arlington?
The key is to be the kind of place that they want to be, which we have a lot of that, but also as they grow in their careers and grow in their families and reach that stage of life where they want to, quote unquote, settle down and maybe have kids, to make sure that we are keeping an eye on affordability. And I think that that is one of the critical issues to retaining them here. I heard this from the vice president of the corporate executive board, who talked about how they make an investment in their young professionals who then grow into middle management but are getting siphoned away by companies elsewhere in places like Austin, Texas, because of housing affordability here in Arlington and in this region. That's why I think when we talk about making long-term strategic investments, when we make investments in more cycling infrastructure, more protected bike lanes, that's something that draws young professionals here. When we talk about making investments in our affordable housing master plan and creating more opportunities for these folks to be able to live in the county, that's going to help them to be able to stay here. When we follow our plans and we create the kind of places, vibrant, thriving, urban kind of districts like Roslyn and Crystal City and Clarendon and Ballston, that's where they want to be, and that's why they're here, and that's why we have to hold the line with developers to make sure that as we get redevelopment, it's not just about in the value that developer gets, it's about creating the broader value for the greater community that creates the spaces that people want to be, like young professionals.
It's been interesting watching my daughters, because one of the things that I've realized is they live here, but it's tight for them, and watching them struggle with working in childcare and realizing they're facing the same issues that I faced at their age. We have done nothing here or in this country to improve childcare for young families. And when you look at people struggling to meet their housing costs, they have two other major costs. One is transportation, and the other is childcare. So if we could do a really good job, that's what I'm running on, is doing a good job of providing excellent government service, we could help these folks stay longer, because it is affordability. I think they love it here. This is a wonderful place to live. But we need to be improving transit, and we've got a new transportation development plan, which is really stepping up the transit that's going to be available throughout the county, so we make it easier and easier for people to not need a car. We can save a lot of money that way. And the managers just put in some money, and Katie Crystal and I are particularly working on this. I think we need to do more to support child care providers in this county. We need to figure out ways to make low-cost, high-quality child care available for everybody. It helps those struggling just kind of make it on the bottom rungs. It helps my children's generation stay here, and it's something that this country should have been doing long ago. Finally, we've got to keep our schools good. We need to continue to invest in our schools. So we need to sort of stay the course, but really step it up in transportation, and we need to step it up, I think, in finding ways to provide affordable child care.